hit stream. Now we wait for the internet to pick it up. Is that there we go. Cool, we're live. Alright, that Pucciana looks terrible because it turns out trying to do the shading on it was not happening with only 2 colors. That's a Y Vienna, sorry. Anyway. I gotta pop out the chat then if I'm doing a DS recording. Look at that, guys. It's almost been, shoot, the last thing was 10 months ago. About. The last time I did a main line. Oh, hey, happy birthday, Cammy. Well, I'll draw you a little cake here to celebrate. Here, we'll, it's gonna be a square. It's also very lumpy. It's got a nice layer of icing, and then, this is gonna be the chocolate layer. Let me get you that chocolate layer. There we go. Nice candle. Yay! It's happy. And now you got a nice birthday cake. You could place it atop of Y Vienna if you'd like, but you will get dragon hair in your food, and that will be yucky, so I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, welcome back, y'all. It's been many a month, 10 of them to be precise, since we last adventured in Pokemon Platinum. So let's take a look at the babies we left behind, you know? Like, we got Twiggy Azalea, we got XX4XX, quirky bastard. We got Brain Cell, that one survived in multiple other LPs of mine. Nice quiet nature to boost its massive special attack. And we got our Honchkrow. Oh gosh, look at that beef! That physical attack, rather, because its bulk sucks. And then we got Myth. Our nice timid Myth. Rather zoomy. And then we have Frosttail that does nothing and has never done nothing. Yeah, we named our girl Kish2.8 this time because we thought it would, I couldn't think of anything. It's getting increasingly harder to come up with good names for our, MCs. What, you don't like my thumbnail? I worked hard on that. It's a Wii. It's controlled by a shadowy cabal of, socialites. What's up, Mom? Jelly Jiggler! I forgot we named it Jelly Jiggler. I also forgot how slow we ran. Do we have any... Yeah, we have, I forgot if we had any, Oh, yeah, I think we can check for outbreaks now. Contest Digest. I don't care about that. Show me the... Okay. All my mom is doing is reliving her glory days on this cushion we have. Like, where's her bed, huh? Is it in the fridge? Is she cold? Mom's favorite dessert is in the refrigerator. It's Dad. A nice, quiet moment of reflection in the pool. Look at our head pulse as gently as it can. Cool, so the only one I really remember how to get to easily is, Regis, so let's start with Regis. Because we beat the league, so the Reggie should be available to get, right? I entirely forget where Regirock is, but I also know where Registeel is, so... Dad's in the refrigerator because, Mama needs some dessert. And the coldness keeps it, in rigor mortis longer. I guess we could drop off Myth. Please touch the ball capsule, goddammit. Alright, bye, Glaceon. Oh boy, I forgot everyone we caught. It's been a while. Aginva? The hell was that one supposed to be? No, we've got the event Regigiga, so we're getting the Regis in this one. Trispada, I remember Trispada. We got Mopopoy. We got this Regigigas that we need. Frosttail, Yapoprin, Lil Boots. Now, does it come with the boots, or are those, like, prolapsed, like, legs? Gabby. Wormy-chan. That's a decent nature. Huh. Why didn't I use you? I'm probably not gonna put Sugar Daddy in Rose Gold. It's gonna eat up everyone's time. But that's not an L at all, or an R at all. Sincel? I forgot about Sincel. We got Flappo. We used to Master Ball and Flappo? What the fuck is college age? What is this? Oh, is this? Oh, this is the one I made as a test. Why did I name this thing College Humor? Got Bananarama. Another Regigigas. Huh. I'm thinking this is the one we need then. Oopsie. Baby Shredder. Squirty. Sages. Ha 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 ha. Somewhat of a clown. It's astounding how many memes have come and gone since the last time we recorded this. It seems like an entire world away. Anyway, let's get our Reginald Gygus, so we can go forward. We should probably also teach him some HMs, because I know we need a couple to get through. I think we need Strength and Rock Smash, which I'm pretty sure Regigigas can learn both. It would be kind of weird if it couldn't. Days of comic past. Ah, man, I don't want to get rid of these moves. Well, yes I do. What do I care? What do I care about this Regigigas I'm never going to use when I can just get more? I am going to keep Ironhead, though. I like Ironhead. It has a very fun sound effect. I don't think... Yeah, no, we wouldn't need Rock Climb, but we have to beat Candace to get Rock Climb. But yes, I did an earlier stream today because... The hell? Oh, this is Joe? I did an earlier stream today because I'm hanging out with pals later, and if I didn't stream tonight, I probably wasn't actually gonna... I wasn't gonna get 2 streams in this week, so... Figured now would be as good a time as any. We're gonna be watching Kill Bill, because I've never seen that movie. Now this is the direction we go to go forward in here, right? You know, for a guy who says 4th gen is his favorite gen, he sure remembers next to nothing about it. But he's also just been so caught up in his own Pokemon experience that, yeah, that's the right way. That he's kind of having trouble remembering what is actually real instead of the dungeons he's been creating for himself. But I just got a shitload of Rose Gold Heart work done today. Like, a lot. So, I'm really happy about that. We got a couple trainers, got another rival battle going. Got some gifts. Second trade is ready to go. Yeah, Lupithion sounds like it could be like, well, it definitely sounds like it could be an evolution. But what type would it be? Like, what would Lupithion be? God, I wish I could find Shiny Bronzor in Go. Alright, so time to see if this worked. We beat the league. Alright, these are pulsing now, so I feel like that's good. I don't know what the pattern is supposed to be here. Did I just get lucky, or was it just you had to hit 1? He's covering his boobies because he's sensitive about his tits. Okay, I take a ground type. It's a horrible remix. How many balls do we have, actually? I didn't think about that. Oh, we got many a Dusk Ball, we're fine. But let's see if we can't get lucky in the first attempts. Alright, rad. Oh, fuck. Wait, it's superpower coming off of Reggie Ice. What do I care? Of course, now I gotta be careful. I don't want to one-shot this thing. Maybe I shouldn't be attacking it. It is a Regis after all. Okay, so I'm gonna try that again. Alright, but this time the quick ball's gonna shake 3 times and then it's gonna break out. Watch this. Alright, so Sony's superpower. Yes, stomp me. I'm sure Crunch will work at this time and not one-shot it, right? It's got HP, and a lot of it. Hey, see? It panned out. Don't know why you didn't do that to start with, but, you know, we take those. Now we can start trying to catch. Or get a shiny one. We'll see. One of these will be shiny. I can tell. It's gonna be fine. We're all fine. Shake 3 times and break out. Okay, well. 3's close to 1, it's an odd number. Twigster! You're not long for this world! Oh fuck, that actually did a little more than I thought. I appear to have gotten a message from YouTube saying that I'm streaming. Thank you, YouTube. Appreciate that. Couldn't have done myself. Boy, all Curse is really doing for this thing is like, cool, I'm gonna buff superpower, but also my stats are my speed is forever going to be slow. Do we have any, some sleepy Pokemon? What would you do if Regis just started melting in front of you and it was screaming the whole time? Like, it was clearly, like, very upset about this and it was, like, holding on to you and going, like its cry is, but it's like trying to like, it's begging you for help. And you can tell, but there's nothing you can do about it. Hello, DJ Downbeat Dialga. The anime cries were great for the Regis. I loved those. Hey, why did I say what, Rav? You don't like the headcanon of the Regis? Yeah, it's like saying, Miss Kish2.8. I don't want to die, I'm really scared, but all you're hearing is... Guzzlord's cry is literally just Egoraptor screaming. How would you feel if Guzzlord came into your house and you told it to get off your Nintendo, and then it just made that Aaron Hansen scream at you? Told it he's not paying rent, so you're the one who's making the rules here, and then it fucking bored you. I'm not surprised that a fast food restaurant glommed onto an influencer. Cause it's like, remember like Wendy's was like all like sucking on the Game Grumps' dick for a while. This thing is fighting us hard. Why isn't this thing's catch rate 4? We're in a cave. Why ain't these dust balls working? Does every Wendy's do the 4 for 4? Because I don't think they do, because I don't know if the one here does the 4 for 4, so I have no reason to go to Wendy's, because if I wanted a really expensive hamburger, I would just go to Five Guys. It's like, why is standard Wendy's so absolutely expensive? Oh no, my phone. Well, I'm trying to save it! I'm gonna take it to Alola and it's gonna be fine. Oh yeah, it's not having that. It's like, leave me! I wouldn't be surprised if my Wendy's just sucked. All the restaurants here suck. Or burger. Fuck. Speaking of alright, we're gonna talk about fast food. McDonald's is no good. Like, I know it's like, haha, McDonald's sucks. But it's like, when I started watching my calories, it was like, the best thing on the menu was like the stuff on their quote-unquote dollar menu. Like, if I was gonna get anything, I would want to be, a McChicken and a McDouble, and then put them on top of each other, and that's the only thing at McDonald's I really liked. But I am not about to waste my day's calories on that. But then Burger King, like, yeah, the burgers there are also still pretty calorie dense, but also the one here is like a quarter of the wait time, so. I think when I was watching, right before I watched Endgame, I got a McChicken, and it was, there's like a courtyard, like a couple stone's throws away from the movie theater, and I sat there with my McChicken, because there were a lot of restaurants there, but I wanted to go to the Fuddruckers that was there, but it closed down. I was really upset about that. Yeah, Reggie Ice is T-posing, huh? So, there were a lot of other new restaurants there, but they were all sit-down places, and I'm like, I just wanted something kind of quick and easy to eat before I watched Endgame. So I got a McChicken and ate it in the courtyard, and it was really windy. I think I caught like a Pucciana or something, and it was fine. It's not a very good story. Oh. Hey, we got it! Oh god, imagine if it did have explosion. No, the wind didn't blow my sandwich away, but it was not the, No, actually, no, I think I waited in the courtyard for, to wait for the sandwich, and then I ate it in my car because it was so windy. Cool, we're gonna name this thing, this isn't corporate sponsorship, because I'd be a lot more kind to them if this was. Cool. Alright, we got one of Baby's kids. Cool, I know Reggie Steel is on Iron Island, but I do not recall where Reggie Rock is. Is it Route 228? Where is that? Oh fuck, I don't have to deal with this, do I? God, I don't want to deal with that! Alright, we're going to Iron Island. That means I have to finish the regional dex, right? How much left do I have on that regional dex? Scene 202. Well, I guess I'm almost done. Why haven't I seen a Prinplup? Damn Prinplup always wasting my time. Alright, Dust Docs. I haven't seen a Combi. What else haven't I seen? What is this? Haven't seen a Phoebus. Of course I haven't. I don't know what these two are. Haven't seen a couple of the Evolutions. Well, I don't have to, like, catch everything, but I do have to see them. Alright, that's not too bad. It might be one of the rematch things, or just something I haven't done, because I know I don't explore every route when I play this game. Like, even on routes or runs where I'm really, like, feeling it, I very rarely ever go through Route 212. Because there's usually just no reason to do it. So I remember almost nothing about this route. Just finish your decks with PK Hex. No. Well, I know I have to go to Snow Point, but, like, you can't go really beyond the, at least as this was how it was in Diamond and Pearl, you can't go much farther before you finish your regional decks. Because you need the Nat decks. Wow, remember when games had Nat decks? I'm sure at some point during this Platinum streams I was like, man, I'm sure 8th Gen is gonna be good. It's not like that in Platinum. Oh, shit. That's something. Is there a way I can get back faster now that I've already finished Iron Island, or do I have to deal with all this? I probably should have healed Twiggy. Fuck it. Yeah, it's that, right? Hey, an escape rope. Like I said, I don't know, I know next to nothing about Platinum's post-game because I've just never done it. Like, once I beat Platinum the first time, I was like, cool, now I never have to worry about this game again. Diamond and Pearl, I was like all up in that. I spent months up there. But here it was like, fuck it, I'm done. Okay, I don't actually remember where in here you go. 89 years, huh? You know, it's weird, because I just watched Luca Jin's, one of her blind platinum videos where she was in here. And, I guess I didn't pay too close attention. That's actually why I did this stream, because I was watching her platinum thing. Haven't watched a Luca Jin LP in a while, though. I don't know why I unsubbed, but I did. I just think I wasn't watching some of her stuff. But I've been, like, following her on Twitter still, so... I guess I go through, like, bits and pieces of... just, I'll watch someone's stuff religiously and then not bother for a bit. Because that was the same way with... Hey, man. Oh, we never got this Riolo. What? That's the stupidest butt thou must I've ever heard. It's just a noise you hear in the middle of the night. Oh, here it is. I knew I'd find it if I just futzed around for a while. Okay, now is it really we just have to touch them all once? I guess so. But then I'll also keep it real with you, I just don't straight up watch LPs. GG, ZG. That's one more syllable than there is. What are you trying to pull, game? Alright, what do we do now? Let's hit it with an ice beam. Ah! I knew I was working on it. Wedgie steel. Do you think we should, like each one will do, like, 5, like, soft, or not even soft resets? I just want to see if, like, I don't know if I don't think shiny locks happen until, 5th gen, but, like, it's like, alright, we do 5, and then we see, like, if we can manage to land the shiny chance on that. Because wouldn't that be nuts if, like, we got a shiny Registeel? Of course, I'm not going to attempt much further than this. Like, we'll give it 3 more shots. Mostly because I'm just curious. Because I think that'd be really funny. Yeah, no such luck. Of course, if we get another crit... Gonna keep it real with you, Rab. You already know, as I said in the church, that I clearly can't math right. You're cheating! I'm Fuka! From... Fart... The... Comedy Genius, guys! Oh. Could you imagine? Comedy gold! Alright, my phone is sufficiently charged so I can get it off of the floor now. Like, I always liked Registeel because it was the only one whose design was simple enough that I could draw from memory as a kid. So, I particularly enjoyed it, and I tried drawing Regirock, and it was just a fucking abomination that I still have on hand, but you all will never see it. Say that right now, all of those 3rd grade doodles of Ruby and Sapphire die with me. Actually, I gotta see if I can find them again, because I know I didn't chuck those sketchbooks, but... Nah, joke's on you, I actually have Super Chat turned off now. Can we have a stream of old... No, absolutely not. I will cringe out of my fucking spine if anyone sees the shit I used to draw. I mean, because, like, just to give you an idea, I was 8 and 9, super into DBZ, and trying very hard not to make my OCs and stories just as DBZ as possible. Or not to make them too... It's like, hey, can I cheat off your test? Yeah, but don't make the answers look too similar. Well, yeah, I was like 8, and then I turned 9 in 3rd grade. That was when I did most of my drawing. Because I moved on to writing when I was 10. Because I was way better at writing than I was at drawing. You don't get to hear those either, because I know most of those are lost. 89! But yeah, it was all really cringy. Well, no, it was... What if I told you I predicted Roll on the Raichu? I predicted Thunderous, so... Like, and I predicted it by name and typing 9 months before anyone knew it existed. Well, alright, it's not a matter of just cringy, it was like a matter of, this is the best my 8-year-old mind could come up with, but looking back at it, it's like, no one wants to see that. Well, no, everyone wants to see it. I don't want anyone to see it. I've showed it to one person since, and they laughed, and I don't really feel like going through that again. This is gonna be the one. Alright. Got a little too, I predicted the exact time and date. Has Casey seen it? No. No, Casey has not seen it. What is this? I haven't thought about it since I last showed it to someone. That was like in 2012. Because I had to bring a sketchbook for an art class. Hey! Alright, I was kind of hoping this would take longer, because now shit, now I actually have to go finish my decks. Its body cannot be scratched. We're gonna call this one, forgot the fucking octa. Well, I told you why I named it Vor, right? Some people might have forgotten, so I'm just gonna say it. How do I explain this? See, because now it just sounds like I was looking up Vor porn. I was very specifically not looking up Vor porn. I was, oh fuck, how do... No, actually, no, this was retweeted by someone on Twitter. This is not part of my pornscapades. It was a picture of an Octoling from Splatoon. I think this is from before Splatoon 2 came out, even. And she's on the beach, and she's, just like relaxing, and an Octillery comes up, and she's like, "Oh, how cute! Why don't you give me a little kiss, huh?" And she like leans in for it, and then the Octillery just like sucks her in and looks really happy, and then she's sitting all pissed off in the stomach. So now every time I think of Octillery, that's what I think of. So I want to name this one. I don't know, what fast food place do we name this after? Like, what fast food place do you associate most with Vor? It's a sentence that I really probably shouldn't have said so clearly. Because someone's gonna... I don't know, Rab. It fits with the story, and we kind of got a theme going here. You know what? Burger King is actually what I was thinking. Well, no, I think we should say Burger King for Regis. Well, no, because they're all Kings, because they're all Regis. Yeah, we'll go for Burger King. I remember, there was a news story about, like, people sexually harassing the Tony the Tiger Twitter page, and one of my pals, he was an old mutual, we actually ended up unfollowing each other, I don't know what happened there. In that news story, his tweet was the first thing to pop up. And I was like, ah, my boy made it. Habib's? I don't know that one. I just say, we only really get the popular chains around here. I think the most, and this is gonna sound silly, I think the most exotic thing we have around here is Sonic's, and even that took a long time to get. And I was really excited for it, and I've still never been, and I have no intention of going either. Alright, I gotta heal. Because I want to see if Hanyu's right, and if I could just snag the decks now and then go to, I don't know, for all the, well, like, no, because when we first got a Sonic, like, it was in, it was like 2 towns over, in a part of town that no one goes to, because it's really inconvenient. I gotta finish it, damn it. And then we got one in town, and then I still just never went for it. I don't know, because there's a lot more interaction than I want with people when I go to get fast food. I kind of just want to go through the drive-thru, hand them my card, and give them my food. I want someone roller skating up to me and being like, I could talk to Lucas's little sister for Outbreaks, right? You're like, hi, Kish2.8, here's some Ebola. But yeah, it's all awkward, so I'd never want to deal with it. Going to the doctor soon to talk about the depression and anxiety, though, so maybe I can finally go to Sonic's without feeling like I'm gonna be annoyed. You probably would have laughed harder if like you had the visual image I was going for, of like she opens her mouth and like it's like Pennywise from It Chapter 1. And like her tongue just like folds in on itself like that like picture of a shark. And like Ebola particles are flying out of her anyway, so oh hello. Where do we get the orbs in Platinum? Orbs, please. Your starter Cricketod. We call that one a restart in my neck of the woods. But she passive aggressive much? Got someone's corpse over here. Dude, what if you could just talk to people and get Outbreaks IRL? Wouldn't that be fun? Anyway. Let's see what Outbreak there is. Give me Ebola. Does anyone remember Ebola-chan? Who are you? Alright, so she's not gonna mention Outbreaks. Ebola-chan. It was alright, when there was like the 2014 like Ebola outbreak, 4chan did as they do and made a cutesy little girl mascot, and it was Ebola-chan. Oh yeah, we still need to see Rotom. I don't think we have to see Manaphy. Or do we have someone that like shows us like the picture of Manaphy? Because otherwise, I don't think they'd do that, right? Alright, Rotom's in Eterna. So who do we have that can learn Cut? Who do we have that can learn Cut? The picture is in the mansion. Which mansion? So I have a little, like, brain funk. Yeah, time to whip out a brand new copy of Pokemon Ranger. South of Hearthome. Oh, okay, yeah, Pokemon Manor. Well, we have to go there anyway to find a Prinplup, so... I guess we'll go there next. Teach Gabby Cut. Wait, is it at Celestia Town or is it in the Manor? Well, whatever. By the time I catch Rotom, we'll know for sure. I remember when I was doing this part in the Pearl LP, I had to like finish the regional decks, and I was like just putting in a bunch of different music to kind of keep people entertained during that. And I put Somnus from Final Fantasy Versus 13 in at that point, because that was still months before it got confirmed to become Final Fantasy 15. And I was like, this song's boring, why does everyone like it so much? And then I realized that I never got to the point where it played the, like the good part, where like the real heavy tunes kick in. And I listened to that in 15, I was like, ah! Yeah, I remember being really hyped. And you know what? I have no idea how I forgot that the big musical note kicked in, because I saw the Versus 13 trailer very early on. And I just never remembered that. Somnus is one of the best tracks in video games. If the old chateau was full of warmth material, it would... Man, just, I love Sinnoh in general. The old Fato, anyway. I always really liked Sinnoh in general because just there's so much, like, lore to it. I mean, it's all, like, mythicals and stuff, but, like, I would always, like... I was so... It captured my imagination like nothing else could, that, just there was so much lore, like, the plates... This feeling of foreboding that the old chateau gives, with just some info about what could have happened. And then, you know, stuff like that. So it's like, I was watching a review from someone, and it was just like, yeah, Sinnoh is a region, doesn't have any, like, the region sucks, and it's like 40 minutes of them blasting Diamond and Pearl. And, I think they're wrong. Say I never watched their stuff anyway. Does it have to be at a specific time? I didn't think it had to. Or at least I've always just happened to run into that specific time. Oh fuck, does it have to be at a specific time? Are you joking me? No, that can't be right. Is that a new thing to Platinum? That has to be new to Platinum if it's a thing, I swear. There's no way I lucked into it that much. Oh, I don't want to have to open up PK hacks. I don't want to have to dig through all that. Isn't there like an antidote in the trash can here or something? Well, Super Paper Mario hate always just seems like it was so different from Thousand Year Door. And, well, just the first two in general. And people don't like Radical Departure. I think the more time has passed, the more people are beginning to appreciate it. Which makes me wonder if Sticker Star will ever be appreciated. I've never played it, I've never seen a reason to. And then, like, straight up, like, even if, like, maybe Sticker Star gets appreciated, Color Splash never seemed interesting at all. That one just seemed like an active drag. Yeah, I guess it does have to be at a certain time. Shit, is that real? Hold up, no, not Rotom Wash, damn it. God, Rotom Wash is even all up in my Google search. It's like I can't explain, or I can't get away from OU. Fuck. Dude, Bulbapedia is the fucking worst on mobile. Like, it's so bad. Well, there were a lot of weird Rotom events. These all in Japan. Boy, all the Rotom events were in Japan. Ain't that something? Alright, Platinum. TV and Old Chateau, Night. So I always just lucked into it. Huh. Ain't that something? I always really wanted the strategy guide for Diamond and Pearl. Like, I really wanted it so bad, and then I just never got it. Alright, well that's super disappointing, because that means we're not going to be able to do it today. God, if I was streaming at a normal time, it would be, but I have plans tonight. 600 pages! I mean, I guess it makes sense it would only pop up at night. Remember, like, the strategy guide for the Order 1886? Well, no, it wasn't the Europes today. It was me having plans tonight. What a boring line. Why waste programming time putting that in? I feel so privileged. Dude, how would you feel like it? It's the creepypasta. I walked over the water and Dawn did not have a reflection. The only Square Enix RPG with a 9 in it that I remember the strategy guide for is Final Fantasy 9. That one was so stupid. It was like, this is a boss. If you want to know more, go to our website. And it's like, why did I buy this book? I didn't get it. I think they only, well, no, the first strategy guide I ever got, I got out of, like, okay, game froze for a second. Why'd I buy FF9 in general? Because I didn't know how bad it was going to be. At that point, I saw $20 for a Square RPG that I really wanted to try, and I did it. This is a dumb mechanic. You good? She... Huh. I'm king of the world, Jack! Like, this would be horrifying. In real life. This is just quicksand. Do you think this awakens someone's fetish for being constrained? Anyway. What an awful Quagsire spread. Like, do people defend Platinum sprites? Like, I feel like it's gotta be an opinion that, like, at least most of the sprites in Platinum are shit. Like, as a whole, like, the sprites are worse in Platinum than, well, like, Lunatic Plus could probably benefit from having a guide. Standard, yeah, that's something. Or then, like you said, there are art books with, like, tips, so someone might have just wanted an available Fire Emblem art book. I was telling a story. Back when Sears sold shit, it was like this discount, like, book thing, discount book rack or something. It was like it wasn't even a rack, it was like a, kind of like a cage almost, and like, you could reach into the book cage and get a book. And it was really cheap, and it was like a Pokemon guide, and I didn't even play first gen, it was a guide to first gen. Oh, is it a video guide? No, I don't know. It was a guide to first gen, but it also had stuff for Stadium, and it like had sprites from Pokemon Green as well. And I just wanted it because it was Pokemon, and at that point, that's all I needed to get something in life was, hey, it's Pokemon, I'll take that. And every single time I've gone through first gen, I've used that to get through Pokemon Mansion. And the book cover is like shit. It's really bad. Like it's this Charizard. It's like this really like off-brand Charizard and kind of an off-brand Misty as well. So, like I wouldn't have given it a second look nowadays, but back then I was like, ah, Pokemon. Where the fuck is this Prinplup? I must kill Prinplup. Like, all I want from a guide is I want to see Princess Peach's tails. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted for my Super Mario guide. It's not what I got. Dude, I got that Super Mario guide as well. That was, something. Something really good. I used to read it just for fun. Very good guide. Would read again. Don't know where it went. Don't know where my crystal guide went either. I think a lot of things just from certain points in my life just vanished somehow. Like everything from before I was 9. Somewhere along the line, I think Mom just tossed it out because she was like, "You don't read this anymore." And I'm like, "I suppose I don't." And now it's like, please don't touch that. But back then, I guess it was like, okay, I go. So anyway. But then after that, I started realizing, like, hey, you know, probably should be keeping some of this stuff around. If not for collection purposes, then just for, it's just nice to have. Would it be a nice collector's? I might end up rebuying a crystal one. There's no jump button, you fool. You're going to be removed from this world. I'm going to make your hair good. Would you like me to improve your scalp, viewers? Oh, Kish found a big mushroom. Am I right, viewers? That's a penis. Ranger on 212. A ranger, huh? Well, there's still a lot of Route 212 left, so... 212 north, I just entered the wrong side. Yeah, this is part of why I haven't done Pokemon Black streams, or doing Pokemon White streams yet. I want my PC to be a little beefier. That, and I still need to finish Explorers of Sky. I don't think I found Leafeon either. Alright, we got Umbreon at least. And Espeon, he had both. Yeah, this feels like someone who might have a Prinplup. Nope, I'm urinating on her smaller creatures. Alright, Monferno, that's a good sign. I still love that Meryl's just like, oh fuck, what have I gotten into? Yeah, I expected way worse from Three Houses. Like, I am shocked at how well they ended up handling Three Houses. Shit was insane. And, like, overall, like, it's still not my favorite Fire Emblem. I feel like the story kind of peters off a bit towards the end. No spoilers, but I heard that's kind of a... And it might not even be that it petered off, it might just be not that it didn't go in a way that I wanted it to go, or thought it would go. But overall, it was still just the gameplay alone. Hey, Leafeon. Gameplay alone was well worth the 60. Dubstep UFO. It's my rapper game. Rapper name, rather. I was thinking of Phalian. I frequently think of Phalian. Yeah, big fan of that detail on Leonie's clothes where Byleth takes them off in my game because they S-ranked her. And then puts them back on because I have a feeling Fodlin is very cold. We fucking with the lights on and the clothes on. Hey, Ralts. Look at him go. Why would you keep your name as Mr. Backlot? Like, you can change that. Like, no one's making you keep it. Well, yeah, when you play, when you got those under your belt, Three Houses is absolutely the best of that bunch. Like, gameplay-wise, I still think Birthright and Awakening are really fun, because, I don't know, they're kind of like you can turn your brain off. But, hey, Print Blood! You can kind of turn your brain off with, Birthright. And, you know, I like Awakening. No shame. But Shadows is fucking ass. Shadows of Valentia is one of the, straight up, just probably one of the least fun games I've played in my entire life. Like, I'd put that in my bottom 5 games of all time. Oh yeah, I don't actually know what happened in Fate's story. You could tell me anything happened in Fate's story and I'd believe you. Alright, what have we seen? Alright, 5 more to go, which means I know we need Combi. Yeah, alright, so I know we need Combi. Where's my Lunatic Phoenix mode? Oh yeah, we're still making that for Rose Gold Heart. Alright, Combi, Manaphy, Phoebus. We know where Phoebus is. And that just means these two. That's Rotom and Manaphy. And Dusclops. Alright, so Manaphy, Rotom, Combi, Phoebus. That just means I can leave now. I don't really care about that. No, it's always just a joke I make. Wait, go back to the... Oh, yeah, shit, we need to see the picture. Wow, thank you, Hanyu. I almost forgot. I was about to say... Alright, because... You know how, like, the little, like, anime hair spike is called the Ahoge? I almost said, wow, Don's Ahegao sure is something. And that's not at all what I meant to say. Oh, thanks. I know, it was an accident! They sound exact... They're really close! It's Ahoge, Ahegao... Ahegao... You could see how that could be, I'm probably fucking up the pronunciation of Ahegao, but... Ahoge, I'm positive that's it. Or it's like Ahoge or something. The pronunciation, the emphasis on, certain, yes I would. Aha! Manaphy! Yay! What syllables of stress in Japanese has always been an issue of contention. Or not contention, just I always seem to get it wrong. You gonna tell me what it is? I can't read it because he'll slap my ass. Makarov, Ahegao. What was it who posted it in the chat the other day? It was like Pennywise Ahegao. Should I just open up like a, hey, PJ? I guess that's the thing for the day. Hey, dude. How cute you are. Well, it's just like fucking, never mind. It's like Pennywise with his mouth hanging open, and then someone, or Brad put like the Ahegao eyes over it. Alright, so... big stretch. Holy shit, that felt amazing. Alright, found Manaphy. I've already forgot what we need. Combi, Phoebus. Alright, someone mentioned Phoebus earlier about where we could find one. So we got to talking about Ahegao. Because I don't really want to do the fishing for it. Alright, send off. Alright, let's go to send off spring first. Is it faster to go from here? Alright, 222 for the Phoebus. How do we get to talk about Ahegao? Because I was gonna joke about Dawn's Ahoge. Because, like, the little, like, back of her hair wiggles. And I'm like, haha, look, it's an Ahoge. And I almost pronounced it as Ahegao. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, here's your Ahegao discourse. Have I ever heard someone say Ahegao discourse, like, for real? Like, unironically, like, just something that they had to say. I think I'd go into fight or flight mode. Alright, Dusclips. Be the first thing I find. You're not the Duscloops. Dirt Sclubs. Derek Swills. I know I'll find you. There's a DM I gave you for it, but this better not be about the Pennywise Ahegao. On you, where can I find Phoebus? There we go, cool. Thank you for not being Pennywise Ahegao. You posted one thing. We post a lot of things in the church in SFW. Did it say vor when you threw around? I have no idea what you're talking about. Why? I don't know. Are we sure Dusclops is here? Or is it like deeper in? Do I need to teach, It might be deeper in. Or it just could be a really rare thing. That's gonna be a fun thing in Rose Gold Hard when I make you wonder if you're doing something right. No, I'm joking. I really want to implement that thing in, Black and White 2, where, like, you can see how many things are left to catch on a route. I really want to implement that. What do we got, Reb? No, I can safely say that's the first bit of Byleth. No, wait, no, I think you posted that, because, like, James, like, was like, oh, Byleth's, female Byleth's icon already looks weird. And then he's like, but I also hate Ahegao, and then you posted the picture of the Ahegao icon he made for me. 5% during the day. Alright, so it's just... No, it's fine. I think Ahegao Byleth is, a water... Well, speaking of... Dusclops Ahegao. I like that it's got, like, weird groper hands. It's like, aha! Cool! To the Valor Lake front we go. That's security. Where's 222? Oh, someone right here, huh? I feel like I like Femme Byleth's stockings for the wrong reasons. But I also like the headcanon that, like, she just dresses herself with things that she pulls off of people she had to kill. Yeah, same. I get stuck with my thoughts. Lost in thoughts, all alone. Hoshido gave me a red head on a sky horse, so that's really all I needed. This is apparently all I need to be enamored with the design. Because I remember someone pointed out, I'm like, yeah, I married Cordelia and Hinoka. And he's like, you like redheads on Pegasi? And I'm like, I suppose I do. Well, I knew it the next time I win any variety of Hoshido. I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of Scarlet time. And it's like, I've heard. And I guess Leonie is a close. It's orange hair, and I put her on a horse. Well, I'm fishing, but, well, yes, but actually no. What if it was Hoshido? Well, all the Nora girls have their titas out, and I'm gonna keep it real here. I don't like women with tits. And I'm not talking about flat women. I mean, if I was ever to be with a woman, it's like, all right, mastectomy time, baby, right now. It's not funny. Hinoka's trash. Sounds like she smokes a cigarette. She smokes my cigarette every day. Trainer west of Hearthome is a Kombi. I'm surprised I skipped over some of these trainers then. I think it's mostly just because the emulator. No, west of Hearthome, that was the stream I brought Kish and Sages along. And sharing the screen with them was making the emulator fucking crawl. Yeah, why would you choose to want Selena? Like, just imagine actually liking Selena. Like, the last time I played Awakening, I didn't let Cordelia breed, so Severa couldn't exist. Why do you hate her? Because I married Cordelia and brought that into the world, and I'm not making that mistake again. Ruined it. No Cordelia can ever breed again. You know, it's funny, because the last person I married in Awakening was Noir, and I S-ranked Tharia with Gaius, so the Noir was also an orange-haired person on a horse. Yeah, wow, it really is just Rotom left, huh? Shoot. Alright, I'm gonna stretch again. I would have loved to do this legit, but... well... maybe we could get a, I'd have a major inferiority complex if I sucked that much, too. I mean, Valoria is the reason I got into Fates. Or I got into Heroes. Where can I see where a clock is in this game? Oh, I have a watch. But I don't want to get rid of... I don't have to. 17:05. No, 8 o'clock is 20. Is there any way I can maybe futz with the clock in the Desmium settings? Let's see, configuration, emulation settings, maybe? Firmware settings? No. I'm not changing my whole computer clock just for this joke. I'd rather just open up, I guess I just have to open up PK Hex. Now, where did I put PK Hex? Oh yeah, you know that guy, huh? Tell him his services are, vastly appreciated. Sky Editor, is this where I have PK Hex? No, it's just where I have Sky Editor. I had this pinned on my taskbar, why don't I have it anymore? Did I put it in here? No. I got no clue where my PK Hex is. DQ5 specific? No. Why would it be in there? Why didn't I move this? Wait. I know I put something in a weird folder. But, is it this? No, that's just an off translation. This. Nope, that's where I put Delta Rune, that's what it was. Alright, well, I've got to search my computer for PK Hex now, so we're gonna be waiting a bit, kids. Actually, go for it. Gotta send a text message real quick. Actually, I have to make sure in case he knows I'm streaming. Tertonium. That'd be kind of fun, actually. Well, I just like grass and steel. It's a fun type-in. Did I delete PK Hex? Or, oh shoot, did I rename? I renamed that to PK Hex, right? Ah, God, it takes forever to search. And there's no other way to find Rotom around here. Ah. That is something, viewers. That is stanky. Damn it. I remember Unknown for the longest time was the thing that stumped me, because I never had gone to Solaceon, like that area. I was like, what's the last thing I need? And it's like, you find Unknown, I'm like, how did you know I hadn't? And they're like, yeah, now everyone fucks up there. Alright, neither is popping up, so... Damn. Damn. Damn, just found out about racism. Shit sucks. That's a Tertonium. That looks like it could be Grass Steel. Are there any other Legendaries I can find in the meantime while I wait for this? I just don't know where the Adamant and Lustrous Orbs are for Platinum. I'd love to futz around with that, but... I don't know where I'd begin to search. Has he turned back Cave yet? Well, we've already got Giratina. And that would just be for, the funky orb. Basement of Mount Coronet. Okay. Wait, the thing that we were down in the fog earlier? Wait, so I was already there and I blew it? Huh. Cut, rock climb, and dig. Well, back to Celestic Town we go, champs. I have to use Waterfall to get to it. It's just before Spear Pillar. Okay. Imagine my shock. Alright, so let's get Regigigas out. Or rather, we should get something that can also learn Waterfall. We have an HM slave, right? Yeah, where's Sincel? No, this is Sages. But Sages is already our boy. Shit, I didn't delete those, did they? It's taking... Did I? Fuck. I gotta turn my fan on. Laptop is getting a shade warm. Cool. Do they have a mart here at all? Pardon me, sirrah. Where do I obtain items around here? I'd like a repel. Well, if we're catching Arceus, we're not doing it yet. That one's more of a grand finale thing. We can always just come back to this at various points. Alright, I gotta get repels, because I don't want to deal with, the encounter rate. Keeping it real with you, champs. Sounds terrible. Give me the max repel, I have money to spare. That's a lot of money. This is less money. Cool. Oh, don't worry. I'll come again. Just a couple of clerks hanging out, just having a good time. Don't gotta be weird. This wouldn't be the first lesbian relationship in Pokemon I've seen today. Mystery Dungeon is a bad game because the text is really slow, it's just inconvenient to do missions, and there's so few Pokemon in the game. Like, you can get a bunch of missions for the same dungeon, but you have to go back the second you finish one. Like, you can't, like, chain missions like you used to be able to. And like I said, the text is, or rather, we don't need to be in Celestic Town. We should go more on the Orberg side. The text is really slow and you can't speed it up, and then I think there's only like 100 and... it's not much. I think it's less than 100 and... It's like 150 Pokemon or so. I'm gonna look that up. Because I know which Pokemon... Well, I don't know off the top of my head which ones are in there, but I don't know. How many Pokemon are in Gates 2 Infinity? It is not much. Let's see. Features. Very few Pokemon. There's no hunger in the game either. There's no IQ skills. Oh, and there are legendaries in the game, but you can't recruit them. Like certain ones, like it's Ho-Oh, Lugia, and the Tau Trio, you can all fight, but you can't recruit. And also, the Ho-Oh can be shiny. And it gives it a new moveset, but only at lower levels. Fuck, I can't find how many are available. It's not much. I think it's sub 160. So it's like, there's barely anything not from 5th gen, but there's also some glaring omissions from 5th gen. Like, I think it's either the Reuniclus line is in, but the Gotharita line isn't, or the other way around. Oh, it's up there. I'll just wasted a bunch of max repel steps. Gates to Infinity is no good. Super, like, if you want Gates to Infinity but good, just play Super. Super has a Super probably has the worst opening of any of them, but once you get past the tutorial section, it is very, very fun. But hoo boy, that tutorial section is fresh ass. It's like, cause Super decides to add to the speed stat, which shitty idea. And then Super also decides to hallelujah. And then Super also decides to tie accuracy to the speed stat. So at first, you're just gonna be missing like half your attacks, which sucks when you have to fight a really powerful Salamence really early on. So you're gonna be missing most of your attacks for a bit, but then it's also really easy to just straight up cap your stats. So, you know. Super is just a weird beast. I like it. It's still very fun. And plus there's a lot of fan service for like earlier games, like any character that was like a major in a previous Mystery Dungeon game, like Sceptile or why did I say Sceptile? Like Grovyle, Celebi, or like Alakazam. They can pop up in your town and they're like, oh yeah, I was a really big adventure and did this thing. Kind of weird that the orbs would just be in this random thing here. Like, I've built treasure rooms in Rose Gold Heart that make a little more sense than that. I don't know, overall, I'd recommend Super before I recommended most other things, but I don't know, the more I play and replay through the games, I think my favorite might be Blue Rescue Team, even over Sky. Like, I acknowledge that Sky overall feels so good to control, but like, it's just, there's so much to do, so much to see, and it has a really good story, and it's overall just fucking amazing. But there's something about the elegant simplicity and just the overall, like, post-game, like, vignettes of Blue Rescue Team that I really enjoy it. I just wish it had a more, like, more oomph to the post-game ending. Because here it's like, you just kind of have to assume that Purity Forest is, like, the logical endpoint of where you should be ending off. There's no fanfare behind it. But that's just my opinion, so. Alright, let's see if it found PK hacks. There it is! But we're already catching Legendaries, so we'll just keep at it. Yeet! So I'm saying, you guys are really gonna dig it in Rose Gold Heart where you don't have to have HM slaves, because I turned all the HMs into items. the end? Well, it's a lot smaller than I remember. Alright. It is he! Oh! Yuguba! Doesn't sound anything like it. Oh, Jesus, emulator, you good? Holy fuck, that was a struggle and a half. You don't think I'll one-shot it, do you? Damn, that's even less than I thought it would. I don't know, I feel like we kind of just gotta hope we can hit it from here. Do Dusk Balls, does it count as I'm still in a cave here, or am I really just better off going with Ultra? Hate how sad it sounds. Ah, it's so juicy. It's like another thing, as much as I love Reshiram and Zekrom, I think their themes suck. Oh. I was about to say, if we landed it that fast. I'm trying not to look at it because I feel like it's cursed. If you look at it, you won't get it. Because watch, I'm going to look at it dead in the eyes right now and it's going to break out. Oh, the first, not even shake. Well. At least I know he's listening to me. Oh, fuck. I feel like Roar of Time could have used a better translated name. Roar of Time is... I don't know, I think that one's doo-doo poo-poo. Boy, Emulator sure hates it. Yeah, I made the right choice in not doing black or white yet. Yeah, I'm banking on a freeze. What of it? Damn! Oh no, Vor's still in this! I gotta say, we kinda have to like leave some healthy Pokemon available for Palkia. Yeah, I feel like if we lose too many at once, we should just reload. But it's okay, because this Ultra Ball is gonna be the one to get it done. Alright. Never specified what it was. A massive disappointment is still it. Yeah, Zealga's just got a cute little smile going. It's like, ah, yeah, you're my bee. Hey, nice, we got it. That was fast. Right when I was trying to look up something while we still had a lot of time. I'm getting really lucky with these today. When Dialga's fart sweets. Alright, we're gonna call this one, oh, that one's obvious. Cool. I think it's like we have to like... I wonder what happens when you come up and, what does that even mean? An overwhelming feeling of time. Like, yes. Time. Then you come back and there's Palkia. Yeah, this one's gonna be a little, like, harder to finagle. It was taking a shower and screamed because you scared it. It was like, ah! Alright, let's hit you with a rock slide. Yeah, whoa. Yeah, music stops. Alright! Alright, we're gonna try that again. Yeah, sounds about right. Just go for another rock slide. It's always gonna open up with that, it seems. Okay, that did way less damage than I wanted. Okay. That shit really hurt, Kay. I'm getting my dick kicked in, Kay. Up I go. I don't want to die, Kay. Oh fuck, I'm gonna die, Kay. We are going to name Palkia Butt Sweet. Don't you want to be named Butt Sweet Palkia? Come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh! I got so excited. Could you imagine? Remember when we spent 2 hours trying to catch Lugia and Crystal? What was up with that? He was like, Butt Sweet sounds nice, but it's like, nope, I want to be named Spaghetti. Yeah, we're gonna name it Spaghetti. I don't know, it didn't really seem to like spaghetti all that much. What about ravioli? You feeling ravioli, kid? Oh. 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 Alright, he wanted to be ravioli! That was fast. I can't get a shiny for the love of me, but catching Pokemon, that's certainly something. It's like, yeah, I want to be ravioli! There we go. Ravioli was transferred to Bucks too. What does that mean? He's like, yes, the space is made of space. Shit, you could pull Lucifer in DX2? I know nothing about DX2, so I don't even know if that's a silly question to ask. I'm assuming that's like a 5-star, like, 0.0. Jesus. Why do people play gacha games? That is obscene. How much, it's like, how many, like, pulls do you get for, like, say, $10? Like, for example. Because it's like, $10 gets you, like, 5 pulls in, Heroes. Could you imagine spending $10 on 5 pulls? Like, holy shit, dude. Could you imagine? Alright, I got PK Hex open, so we're going to, we're gonna save, then I'm gonna export the save file, and then I open it up in PK Hex, then we're gonna bring Rotom in here, and then we can go. But first, we gotta shave a lot of maters. See what I did there, guys? I said something that was $7 gets you 5. At least that's better than Heroes. But, you know, it's way lower chances. Jesus. Alright, so Let's export backup memory. We're gonna call this one Platinum Moo. Alright. Illegal mode activated. Please behave. Right. Alright, so let's open up a save. Get some nice music while we do that. Yeah, the last thing I had this in was for Pokemon Battle Revolution, which, I don't know, I'm probably not going to return to. Which, given that it completely almost ruined Path of Radiance, is a really bad trade. Get 6 for 12 using real money. $7 is a deal going on. That, oh my god. Why would you ever choose? Open save file. It was like one of the saddest like pictures I ever saw. It was like some hentai thing. And it was like, it was a girl prostituting herself out for like Google Play cards. I'm like, oh my god, she's doing that for gacha. And like, it just made me legitimately upset. I wasn't horny anymore. $11 get you 3 pulls. Holy fuck, that's so bad. That should be illegal. That should be illegal. That's a fool in his money being easily parted. I need to actually give this thing some attacks, huh? Pound. Let's give it Thundershock. I don't know why I'm giving it so much effort, because I really don't care about it. But, there it is. And we're gonna export the save, export main. Platinumoo 2. Alright, so let's import a backup memory. Sure, why not? Alright, didn't delete anything, did it? It said we had 210. Yeah, I'm hoping just a lot of those same models get, like, used in SMT5. Just because, I don't know, I want some, like, weird, like, Argetlum from Persona 1 or 2. Like, that shit's just, that's Aragon, baby. Yep, and there's Rotom. I gave it, oh, it doesn't have an ability. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was another really sad thing. Like, I was in one of Sage's comment section. Someone's like, yeah, I spent $500 on this banner and didn't get who I wanted. I think I'm gonna quit. And, like, I felt so bad. Like, that one just felt painful. Hell yeah, bench. I thought you would come. What are you going on about, lady? Well, Cyrus would want that. But thanks. Yeah, like, I don't even think it was 500 orbs. I think they just straight up said $500. And, like, if you can afford it, sure. But, like, no, I felt so, like, pained. Like, just reading that. Like, I felt so bad that they could be in a situation where someone would offer them the option to do that. Yeah, I just gave up on Neffany. I ended up pulling Berkut, so I'm like, alright, I'll take that. Yeah, sure. Beat him once before. I mean, the only reason I'm not super into, like, gacha in general. Like, this one is just kind enough where it's, like, whatever. So, I just like having a nice little, like, dopamine rush in the morning. Like, I've got my orb for the day. Or if there's a free summon and I get, like, something nice. It's like, oh, that'll be something cute to get me through the day. Yo, if you don't one-shot me, you're cool. I think Keaton's the only 5-star I've gotten twice. Oh, that slaps. But yeah, because like the lowest rate I've seen in Fire Emblem Heroes is like 3 stars. When I hear like 0.003, it's like... it almost makes me mad. Because I know people bite on it. Because like there's a lot of like gachas in Japan that like are straight up like even worse about that. Where it's like, yeah, straight up, like, you can't pull unless you spend real money on it or something like that. Oh, okay, well, Torterra never had a chance in hell. Brain cell. That was kind of cool. Oh, just getting the fuck out of here. I probably should have gone for Earthquake then. What's good, DJ Space Invader? Sup? What's the lowest chances of being pulled in Fate Go, huh? I'm very curious. I feel like I'm gonna get angry when I hear it, though. Boy, Snorlax got bullied there. I should have gone for Earthquake. It's not like Snorlax is gonna live anyway. Damn, Magmar lived that. An actual 0-star pullable in the front. But is that like super shit? Actual 0. Wow. Like, what do you do with that? Such low chances. It's like... fuck, man. Fuck gacha. That's why I uninstalled Masters. That thing better suck me IRL if I have to get a 0.002 chance to get it. That thing better come to my house, blow my goddamn mind out, and then clean my kitchen at the exact same time. Sages, awesome, cool and good. How you doing, buddy? Magmortar got them DSL. Oh. Electivire. Ah, an Electivire. Better bring out Star after. I don't know, it'll be a good opportunity. This way we can throw out another Earthquake, I never have to worry about Star Raptor, and the Electivire will most likely go after, Wow, that was a big brain strategy. That was a big brain strategy. Oh, but you went for the wrong guy. Ah! Like, I don't think I'll one-shot Electivire, but... ah! Haha! Wonderful! No, I think that's how you spell Angra menu. At least I think that's how I've seen it in every game that it pops up in. I think FF or Final Fantasy and SMT use them a lot. Yeah, how am I supposed to? Why would I ever spend money on gacha if I'm not going to get titillated by it? Oh, I forgot to. Someone want to screen cap this? Ah, Jelly! Now you're sturdy! You're... you're stiff-mulled jiggler. I've got no interest in the battle frontier, sorry, buddy. Yeah, I can't stand the battle frontier, so whatever. Name's Buck, and I like to suck. Did I get fully healed after that, or am I just gonna sit? Okay. Just gonna leave me with dead Pokemon. Cool, let's go get that thing that Sword and Shield doesn't have and then come back. Yeah, there we go. Onward to Sand Gem. I'm gonna open up Go again. I mean, Go is kind of leaning a little hard into its gacha too. Like the last few events being about like eggs, like that shit's pretty gacha. And they don't even disclose the rates for it, because they don't have to. Because it's like, oh no, you're paying for an incubator. You're not paying for the pull. You know what you're getting into there. So they don't have to disclose rates, so it's not technically gacha or gambling. Which is really sketchy. But Niantic's fucking up the game. I might end up quitting Go, actually. Because it's getting... Well, because my neighborhood just got butchered with spawns with the spawn changes. So if that's like not a... If that's a permanent thing, then... I don't know. There's no reason to play here anymore, so... I'm probably just gonna end up quitting. Oh. I'd sure love one of those in Sword and Shield. Whatever, we know they're gonna bring them back in Max Sword and Shield. It'll come out 4 months later. I don't know, there was kind of an issue with that. I went up, I don't usually go up the hill. There's a town up the hill I don't usually like to go up, but there's a good pizza place there, so I started going there. And the last time I was there was this guy giving me like a death stare, and like he looked like he had something that he was kind of hiding, and I was like, alright, I'm just gonna hurry the fuck out of my way. And, I go inside, and like, everyone's looking, and they're like, are you safe? And I'm like, should I not be? And they're like, yeah, the guy's been walking around with a brick, like, looking like he's gonna like break something, and then we hear a crash, and he's thrown it through the, window of the abandoned building next door. I'm like, okay, thanks for the pizza, bye. So that was spooky. I was more worried because I had my dog in the car, and like, I'm like, oh fuck, she's gonna get hurt if I don't hurry up here. Like, if it was just me, I wouldn't have cared as much, but because I know I can get out of the way. I didn't want my puppy getting hurt though. Right, out of the way, losers. All I want to do is fight Regirock. He looks more disappointed than angry. Oh my gosh, I remember trying to, I remember chaining Togepi's here, because I wanted to get a shiny one so bad. But I could never do it. I'd always, like, fuck up around, like, 30 chains. So I never got that shiny Togepi. But maybe one day. Not today, but maybe one day. He's so Twinkie shot forward. Was like, all right, maybe I should dip. Well, I mean, it's not a particularly good neighborhood up there. Like, there's this one gym in the neighborhood nearby where someone got threatened with like a baseball bat, like right next to it, because it's kind of near someone's house. They're like, get away from my house. I'm like, we're just sitting at this playground playing Go, man. He's like, I'm serious, get away. And he's got a baseball bat. I'm like, oh fuck. And everyone's like, oh, come on, let's go to the, there's a Rayquaza right there. You want to come join? And I'm like, no. Are you fucking stupid? Absolutely not. Alright, now, where is my Regirock? Got a distinct feeling it's over there. But also, the fewer trainers I fight, the happier I'll be. I can't even access it from here, can I? Yeah, I wasn't that pressed for a Rayquaza. Do I have the event Regi? Yeah, we've already caught 2 of the other Regis. I don't have it on hand, though. Good point, good point, good point. Thank you for reminding me. Dusclops looks like he's a blunt. Turn around. It's like he's like super uncomfortable with that girl's just staring daggers in his eyes. It's like, like she's giving him the look, like, why don't you come to my house? We can go watch the Devil May Cry anime. And he's like, oh fuck, no, I don't want that. We can watch the Dead Space cartoon they put out. Yeah, there was like a canon like Dead Space anime movie. And I remember my friend was really excited for that and the Wii rail shooter they made for Dead Space. He was super excited for it. I remember that exact day we went to like every store the day it was supposed to come out. And I got Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story because it launched that day. And then we went everywhere and he was asking me like, do they have Dead Space Extraction? And he's like, yeah, we got that. And he pulls out the thing, he's like, alright, what's it called? Dead Space Instruction? And he's like, oh wait, no, we ain't got that. And we're like, oh fuck. He was really upset because he didn't end up getting it that day, but when he finally did, it ended up coming out like a week later around here. And by the time we finally got to play it, he was really enjoying it, but there was like a 2-player mode and we had fun with that. But it was overall, it was alright. I mean, the thing is, just, if Dead Space ended at 1, I probably would have been happy, because I didn't care much for 2. And I didn't even look at 3. Oh, a shiny stone. Give that to a Pokemon and they evolve into a shiny version of themselves. Alright, now where on Route 228 is this gonna be? Because I don't want to fight too many of these trainers. Oh, there's so many Pokemon in there. Lairon. We are going to use Flamethrower. And did I ever talk about something like the whack shit I used to hear on the playground about the kind of Pokemon mysteries you'd experience? Alright, well. Might be able to one-shot you both with Earthquake now. That's disappointing. Just bring out Regigigas, fuck it. I wonder how they chose which Pokemon they would choose to use here. Ha! Empoleon! Well, I don't know, because 3 just seemed... I remember that was one of, like, the big... Did I get a crit on Regigigas? 3 was one of, like, those early things of, like, when people were really starting to bitch about microtransactions in games, and I was like, I don't really know if I like where this is going. So I just kind of avoided it. My friend really liked it, but it took him a long time to, like, kind of shake him off of, like, EA stuff. Is it a healing house? I want this to be a healing house. What is this, like, frenzy plant? Okay, I don't want to deal with that. I mean, they should have, like, physical versions of them for, like, the Pokemon that aren't so specially based. Like, no one's running Mixed Incineroar. He kind of needs, more of a Giga Impact, you know what I'm saying? Ah, fuck. Ah, jeez. Ah, no. And now I'll prove it to you, saying weeaboo. Keegan and Kel. Well, I mean, yeah, because they made it a lot more, like, even in 2, they made it a lot more, like, action-y, and I don't know, at that, like, I didn't like where the series was going even with 2. 1 was kind of a flash in the pan that I kind of would have appreciated if it just remained as such. I mean, I'm glad people enjoyed. Yeah, I remember 2, one of the big things that my friend was really excited about, there was this mode where you would go through the game, it was called, like, Zealot mode or something, and you'd go through the game on the hardest difficulty, and you'd also only get 3 saves. Like, you could only save 3 times during the entire game. So you had to be, like, really, like, you had to plan out where you were gonna save. Alright, what is here? What should be here? That was a lot of effort to come all the way here for nothing. Is there really nothing there? Maybe it's like a time-based thing. I got the Regigigas on me. Where are you, Regirock? Oh, there he is. You can barely see it. Now, I remember, like, for a while, that was all my friend did was play, Dead Space. He ran through the thing like 6 times in 1 week, and he ended up getting the platinum. It was like the first platinum trophy he ever got. Zariza. Alright, let's see. 5 loads to get a shiny. Yeah, I swear, like, he was, like, beating it, like, once a day for a bit. I think we were, like, on spring break or something. Or it might have been that next summer. That was 3 times, right? Alright, we didn't get it. Alright, we are going to Razor Leaf. It won't kill him. Okay, thought the game froze. Well, it did for a little bit. God, with the crit. That would have panned out if I didn't get a crit. I can feel it. Oh, wait, no, never mind. He's just too beefy. Maybe a crunch. Well, I mean, back then, we didn't have many games to go around. We were kind of limited with what we could do. And gosh! I don't know why my mons are such crit fiends today. All right, cool. We're good. We're good. Now we can just start chucking desks at this. Hotel dusk. Hotel dusk. Golly, I remember it was the summer of 2009, and my friend had same friend, he'd just gotten his PS3, and at that point we were like, holy shit, games can do this. And I remember the first game he got was Infamous. And like, we went over to his house like every day just to watch him play Infamous, or for him to hand the controller to us and we'd play it. And like, I was just so mind blown, like, I'm like, oh my god, this is the future, like, it's Infamous. And I remember it was the first game I ended up buying myself for the PS3. And it's funny, if I go back to it now, it's gonna be like, okay, like, I can see the flaws here, and this probably wouldn't even feel half as good as I remember. But back then it was just so mind-blowing that a game could be that fun. I was so excited to see where gaming would go at that point, and then it's like the PS3 it didn't end up doing much. A lot of what I ended up playing on the PS3 were just remasters of old games, like those HD ports. That's like the bulk of it. And then I've got things like Exilio, which I didn't like. The Final Fantasy 13 trilogy, the first one's the only one I really enjoyed. I didn't end up even liking Ni no Kuni. So I gotta say, out of all the systems I have, the PS3 is probably the one where I've completed the least amount of games I bought for it. Because it just, yeah, ended up not being all that. I also ended up using it as like a PS1. Yeah, PS1. PS2 classics weren't a thing at that point. A lot of PS1 classics. The first time I experienced a lot of them were on the PS3, like Symphony of the Night, Final Fantasy Tactics. A lot of those, the first time I experienced them was on the PS3. And then one I replayed a lot, one I just straight up played a lot was, played a lot of Modern Warfare 2. That's probably the most I've been into a multiplayer game that wasn't RuneScape. Like, me and my friends would get on that like every day that summer, and just play the fuck out of it. We had a lot of good times on that. And it's still good to go back to if you can get in a lobby where there's no hackers. There's just a lot of hackers and cheaters. Like, if you can get into a lobby that's pretty vanilla, Modern Warfare 2 still holds up. But my god, we spent so much time on that. I think that summer, like, pretty much all I did was, like, play Final Fantasy 13 and Modern Warfare 2. Like, that was the summer of 2010. Plus some Chrono Trigger DS. A lot of Chrono Trigger DS. If I was at home, I was on those two. If I was out and about, because we were out and about a lot that summer, I was playing Chrono Trigger. A lot of 3 shakes on this guy. It's almost feeling like a raid boss in Go. Well, not in Go, because if you get 3 shakes in Go, you're guaranteed to catch the Pokemon. The 3rd shake means that they already gave you them on. Ah, now I'm beefier, and now you're in danger, buddy. Regigigas is like, or Regirock is like winding up like a big punch. Like, he's like, alright, fucker, here it comes. Golly, what else was there? I know we talked about this one of the earlier streams. Remember Mag for the PS3? It was like that 256 like players at once. And I think some people tried to treat it more like a deathmatch kind of thing, but it was kind of like you had a goal to work towards or something, but it didn't last long, and now all the discs are basically coasters. So I don't know. Other PS3 games that I really enjoy. Just Infamous. Sonic Generations was fun. My least favorite Pokemon, Lycanroc Dusk. Oh, I remember Dust. People were hyping Dust up, and then nothing came of it. I don't even think I knew if it launched or not. I guess it did if you were playing it. But I remember seeing like a lot of like hype for it at my local GameStop, and then online, and then I never heard anything about it like after that week of media blitz. Thought I almost had you. Yeah, like Ask Greninja, whatever, but because I liked Greninja to begin with, but I didn't like either of the Lycanrocs to begin with either. Because Lycanroc Midnight, I think it's straight up just a DeviantArt OC. Like I swear I've seen that thing for years before Pokemon released it. And then Dusk, like I don't mind a marketing decision, but the fact that it was like, oh yeah, it's like a fucking combination of day and midnight, but it's just an orange day with a little more fur. And it was like, alright, this is the laziest thing I've ever seen. I despise it. And that's the reason I hate it. Other than that, I really hate Lycanroc Dusk. I don't care. I think Drampot looks unfinished. I despise Pignite and Prinplup. Boy, this Regiroc's been fighting as harder than the rest of these Legendaries combined. Shit, I might have to reload. What I expect from it, a better design. Because I know Game Freak wasn't thinking about the lore with it. They were like, alright, cool, we're about to sell a shitload of toys. Like, I'd never seen a Pokemon just like, besides like the Pika clones, which are clearly made to sell plushes, like I'd never seen a Pokemon so just, that existed solely to just sell toys. I don't know, I'm just annoyed with this here. I'm just fuck Game Freak right now, honestly. And I know It's a Yokai is kind of like the new It's a Digimon, but straight up tell me that Poltegeist and Cramorant aren't from Yokai Watch. I love them both, but I love them because they just straight up look like Yokai Watch designs. This is gonna be the one. Damn it. So we have to choose what name we're gonna give it again, because it worked with Ravioli the Palkia. What if we name this one Dust154 the Regirock? Oh yeah, I don't dislike Cramorant. I think Cramorant and Poltegeist are some of the more fun designs, but they are straight up from Yokai Watch. Which is like, I don't know, why don't I just go play Yokai Watch 3 if I wanted to play a fun monster collection RPG at this point. Alright, we're gonna have to reload, we're running out of balls. Crouch. Crouch. Yeah, Dwayne the Regirock Johnson. Hey, wanna be named Dwayne? You wanna have a nice laugh about Dwayne Regirock? He's like, bitch, you thought. Yeah, I'm finally going through Yokai Watch 3 right now. Very, very good. But then I also feel like I kind of want to interrupt it because we were playing AI, the Somnium Files, on stream yesterday with Sages. And that one just, I'm so like, I don't want to have to wait to stream it with Sages some more. I kind of just want to play it right now. It's also $60. Like, I know I have the money, but the issue is I'm not going to be making any money anymore because my job ends on October 10th, so I'm going to start looking for a new one. If I could, when I land a full-time position, like, sure, I'll be buying games left and right, but at that point, I'm probably just going to start looking for a place to live. What I'm saying is, I'm in a weird transition period in my life right now, and, about to talk to the doctor about antidepressants about that. It's not so much seasonal work, it was... I applied to be an intern here, and the boss, as she told me yesterday, she was like... Not yesterday, the other day, she was like, yeah, we applied, like, we interviewed you and, like, 2 other people, and we was like, 100%, yeah, like, you're the guy we wanted to hire, but we also thought that it would just be a waste to just have you as an intern, so I got hired for 2 months longer and twice the pay than I was originally going to get. And now I've got some good connections, so we shall see. All I care about is just landing something. Get my life together. Got a 100% Reggie Rock and Go, like its IVs are maxed. So that's pretty cool. Ain't much you can do with it there, but... Yeah, part of the reason I just hate losing this job is it was so close. Like, there was almost no commute time. Like, I could wake up pretty much right before work and go in. Is the freshman 15 real? It all depends on you, buddy. Like, are you getting a meal plan? Like, A, are you living there? B, are you getting a meal plan? And C, how close are you to your home? Because all those are going to be, deciding factors in your freshman 15 experience. And also, I suppose it depends, like, how cheap are the vegetables in grocery stores near you. Damn it. I looked up and then it stopped shaking. Ah, a low-end executor right nearby. Don't have a meal plan. I dorm here, have a meal plan, $100 to use a restaurant on campus. No, wait, is the meal plan only the $100 to use at campus? Or is it like you get... Because when I went to Towson, we had like meal points we could use at parts during the week. You're 30 minutes from home, why the fuck are you dorming? I get the experience, I guess. Yeah, 30 minutes from home, I just would have commuted. Unless you were like looking for the experience, but... Or might have been a thing, I think like Towson, if you're a freshman, you like have to dorm there, I think. But I didn't go to Towson until I was a junior, because I did my first 2 years at community college. Which, by the way, if anyone's on the fence about that, do it. It's very cheap, and you're getting the same education. Make sure it's an accredited one, though. But the freshman 15 is going to be all on you. It depends on what you're eating. Meal plan is unlimited food from the cafeteria. Holy fuck. Shit. Then yeah, it is very likely you're going to be going for the freshman 15 if you don't know how to pace yourself. And it also depends on what they have. What I recommend is going for the, gym 2 times a week. What I'm going to recommend is download MyFitnessPal and just keep track of your calories. That's what I did to lose weight, because mine was more like the freshman 20. Well, more like the the senior or the junior 20, because we also had we had meal points, but it did involve unlimited cafeteria food 14 times a week. But yeah, it's kind of easy to go a little too nuts, especially like if you're not used to the freedom. It's very easy to go nuts. I love that Regis is the one that's fighting us the most here. So just like be mindful, like don't go too nuts. But there's also like the oh, I have to be getting my money's worth. And what I say is just go good on the week, and like every Friday or something, or whatever, like the last day of your week is, go nuts like once a week. Like treat yourself to all like the best shit. Is the best way I would recommend it. Like eat standard once or 4 times a week, go nuts once, or 6 times a week, go nuts once a week. Boy howdy, which one is going to be the one that catches hit? Not that one. Shit, am I going to have to do this a 3rd time? But I bet it's going to happen before I've run out of Ultra Balls. It's good that it's quality. Like, I know some of the cafeterias really suck. The one at Towson was really good. Burgers felt like they were kind of like something you'd get in like a middle school cafeteria, but, you know, it was one place. And they had like actual like restaurants on campus. You could use a certain amount of meal points to get a certain amount of food. I miss college. Jersey, my holy fuck. I'd say if you want to make that $100 last, don't go to Panera. Yes! Well, I was in the middle of saying Panera, so that's what this one's gonna be named. Steakhouse gets you 15%. Ooh, that sounds good. But steakhouses can be pretty expensive. We had a liquor store around Towson that gave 10% discounts to students. Yeah, it's like everything we named food except for Down Pizza Olga. Alright, well cool. Sounds like we got all the legendaries we wanted. Well, there's like Heatran left, I think. But I know there's a lot more to Heatran in this one, so I don't feel like dealing with that. Panera is great if you have a shitload of money and are watching your calories. Shibasachi was 45. Holy, yeah, 15% is not going to carry you too far there. Holy fuck. That's insane. Panera bread is all really expensive and very good on the calories. But a lot of it is just the convenience factor. You could make a lot of stuff at Panera by just going to your grocery store, getting ingredients for like a quarter of the price, and then leaving and making it yourself. But they sure are convenient when I don't feel like doing that. I worked at a Panera for 2 years. It was a very fun job. Or it had its ups and downs. I had fun there. It was an overall good experience. Cool, so we got all the legendaries I felt like getting, so we're gonna call it a stream. I'll probably not come back to this. Well, I don't know, we might come back at some point. I don't intend to like make session 9 a reality anytime soon. I just wanted something nice and easy to do as a throwaway stream for today. Alright, so cool. Thank you so very much for joining me. Have the rest of your Friday night be a fun one. Take care of yourselves. That one trainer, good luck in college. Cammy, have a wonderful birthday. DJ Space Invader, I'm sure something's going on in your life at some point, so have a good point in it. And Russian name that I don't know how to pronounce, best of luck in whatever you do. And everyone else, have yourselves a wonderful time as well. Eat one brownie, no more, or I will find you and dox you. Yeah, you joined up a little late, sorry. I'm streaming tomorrow night. We're doing more Pokemon Clover tomorrow night, so look forward to that. I know Sage is doing stuff tomorrow as well, so look forward to that. Sage is doing a lot of more streaming on his Twitch, so follow him on Twitch, sub to him on Twitch, and be a good time. Peace out, y'all.